Hi, Stitchers!
Hi, I'm Keisha.
And I'm Laura, and welcome to the Pattern Queens episode number 46. Today is Sunday, September 27th, and this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship, and rambles, and lots of shenanigans.
And there is much silliness going on because Keisha and I have been trying to start for about 20 minutes now.
It's a busy sort of day. It's fun.
It's kind of crazy. You can see all the crazy around me. Maybe I'll be in this perfect zone where you don't see it all. That would be awesome. But the big news is the Black Needle Society. Hand me one of those for just a minute. The Black Needle Society, aka all of the Landises, worked together and packed all of our fall into stitching boxes last night. So here you go, bud. Thank you. So it was really good, but we sat in our itty bitty little living room and packed. And Katie and I sat at a little table and put them all together, and the boys did all the other stuff to help get things put together and packed, and they will get loaded out and go out in the mail tomorrow.
Ooh, exciting.
But it is exciting. It's fun that they're going to go out a little bit early. And I think that we have almost all the things ready for the trick or treat boxes. So they'll go out in the next week or two.
Nice.
So we're excited that things are here. Things are getting ready. We still have a little more to finish up for trick or treat, but it is on track.
Awesome.
How has your week been?
It's been good. Just work and James, and my mom is here visiting today, so that's why James isn't on camera with us, even though it's a Sunday. James's nanny is very happily watching him while I'm in here, and is like, do a couple-hour video. It's fine.
And we could do it too.
We probably could, and not even show any cross stitch, just us rambling.
Yes. Okay, so talking about cross stitch, how about a couple of giveaways?
Okay.
So the first one that I had from last week is Bachelor Buttons by Sam Sarah Designs. This one is beautiful, stitches up really quickly. And this was won by Daisy T.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
And you guys, you have Keisha to thank because I wrote everything down and she picked. She didn't choose a name. She chose a number.
Yeah. Laura's like, choose between this number, and I just pick a number.
And then my other one is the full kit for Across the River. And I had you say Esmeralda on this one because it's Esmeralda's Boutique. And this one was won by Sherry Eccles.
Oh, nice.
So congratulations, guys. I'm dropping you in my bag. I'm going to say right up front here, there will not be any giveaways today because I am like 6 to 8 weeks behind. So I need to just not do any more and give myself a week to get this stuff out. So, but we will be back to it because you all know that I have a lot to give away. So I get to keep talking because next up is finishes.
Woo-hoo.
And I said last week when we were doing this that that I needed to come up with something for my new start on the 20th. I'm sorry, I'm being all rattly.
That's all right.
And I found this old kit that was put together during the same kind of event that Esmeralda came from. You know, I haven't looked to see if this is, it doesn't say. I'd have to figure out what dates. But when we went to these events, these two shops, they called it Across the River because you have to cross the Missouri River to visit both shops. And they each had a kit for us, and they had some sort of light lunch or snacks or breakfast or whatever was going on that day. But one shop had, I'm going to try and get my fingers in here strategically, had this little piece.
Oh.
So I started and finished it in one day, really late. And they have this this cute little thing. It's just a piece of wood that I can do a flat mount on that and then put it on here.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if maybe I'll put, I mean, it's pretty, the ribbon, I think I'll tie and I'll hang it by that. So I think maybe it'll be permanent in there. So I'll probably just permanently mount it in there. But I mean, it's just a cute little piece. And the designer was the shop.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know who helped him with it. There is an initial A on my pattern. And depending on the year that was, they might have had a little help from Blackbird Designs.
Mm.
So there's also, the little bird on there. So, but the black cat, I loved that. Yeah. So that was my finish. And I was talking to Keisha a little about finishes before we started. And I said, I think this is my 15th finish for the year.
Nice.
And that's not, I mean, typically I would have way more than that. But I think this year I have done a lot of work on my whips.
Yeah.
I pulled bigger things out. So.
Right. And you've had a couple of pretty big finishes because you finished up a long dog. And
yes, that was so exciting. I was trying to see what else was kind of bigger. I finished off a very fine sampler that was bigger. And
you finished off Snowfire Christmas.
Yes, I did. And I stitched the whole Frogwarts Year One band sampler.
And that was huge.
Yes, and so did you.
Yes.
Yeah, so there were some bigger things in there and some kind of medium things, and that was good. I like that.
Yeah.
So how about stash?
Oh, stash. So the nice thing about your friends going through their stashes is sometimes you get things from them. So I got, and you're going to have to help me with the names of things. And this is not showing up. This is actually pink, but it's not really showing up in here.
And it's a really soft pink.
Yeah, it's really light.
But it's Lugana.
Yeah. And those are not for Laura. And I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. There's a little start there, over 1 on this even weave. And Katie brought this over to me, and she's like, oh, my mom wanted to give you a couple things. And I looked at that, and I was like, I can see why Laura would have stopped. Because over 1 in a fabric you don't like is even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, really sharp scissors will just take care of that.
Yes. Oh, and then Laura, you're going to have to tell them what's special about this piece of even weave. It's just a really nice neutral even weave.
That is from R&R Reproductions. And I am not sure that they do a lot of even weave. I would have to look it up. But I know that came from the Old Mill Stitchery, and I just love the color. And I have hung on to that thing and hung on to that thing and hung on to that thing. And I just decided I am never going to enjoy stitching on it. But if I give it to you, you can stitch whatever you want on it, and I'm going to enjoy that.
Yes, I'm going to find something great to put on here. And it's a big enough piece that I could fit a couple of different things. So, and I just love it. I love a good neutral, and it feels really nice, guys. So I'm excited to start something on it.
Does it still have its little tag stapled in a corner?
Oh yeah, it does actually. This is Cafe Kona, and it's 28 count. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I was just amazed. I bought a piece of Lugana's, but it was the color that sold me. I loved it.
Yes, it's really, really pretty. So I'm excited to put something on it.
Good. Their coffee dyes are awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so Katie and I went out to Blue Springs yesterday. And really, I mean, I have 2 bags here, but really what I got at the quilt store, we went in to pick up the few stragglers that we didn't find. I bought myself, you can tell what I'm kidding up here because it's obviously for a specific season.
Oh, maybe just a little bit.
So all that floss, but I also got myself one of the Morgan hoops.
Mm-hmm.
And my problem with the hoops that I have had is that um, it's not, well, let's just say this one is better because it has the tightener that's easier to get
Oh,
off of there.
right.
I can get a hold of that. I can't pinch. My arthritis is just enough that I can't pinch to
Oh,
turn the other one. So then, it's a pain for me to put it on. It's a pain for me to take it off.
right.
So anyway, and all of these flosses, I know exactly what they go with
Mm-hmm.
because I took pictures of the patterns and marked them off while I was at the shop.
Good
So
idea.
they're going right in with their stuff because I have tons of floss from this summer that I'm like, yeah, it didn't go away right away, and I don't know what it is.
Right.
So at the old mill, I
All right.
have all of
Thankies.
this. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's craziness, right? One just fell. It cannot get away. But I also picked up my copy of the ornament issue,
Ooh.
and it's got some really great stuff. People have said that they're maybe not quite as thrilled with it this year. And, it's kind of a personal preference thing, what you like and how
Mm-hmm.
all that works for you. But let me tell you, I am all about the reindeer
Yeah.
pages because I collect reindeer.
Oh, that little sweater one
So,
is cute.
isn't it? That's from Haystack Stitching, who I have not stitched anything from her before, but that was really cute. That's Caroline Selden.
Huh.
So, and yeah, there were some really cute ones on here. Um, I just thought that page is totally me.
Yes.
And this one kind of makes me think of you
Oh, yeah. I like that one.
because of didn't you do, was your Mill Hill a polar bear? Have you done one like that?
I did last year my ornament that I got from Alaska had a bear in a canoe.
Okay. Maybe that's what's making me think of that.
Oh, and we have all kinds of bear things. Bears are my mom's thing, and so
Oh,
we have all kinds of bear
oh,
things for Mr. James. Oh.
it scared me to death. I'm so sorry. She came up a different direction and she was really scrabbling to get up there. And now she went away. So that's the outdoor cat.
You never know what's going to happen on the Pattern Queens.
That's Pia. And we've shortened her name. It's Onomatopoeia because she's always with those like bow, Pam,
Oh, right.
zap. So anyway, the other thing I bought, and I keep seeing people show this, and I'm just loving it. It's Earth and Sky from Mountain Air Fabrics.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous? I
Yeah.
just love it. And I am sure that I have some lovely things. She would topple the whole thing. So anyway, that's what I got there. And then I have a non-stitching thing if you'll indulge me.
Oh, yeah.
So I have had so much fun this year. I'm going to shove all of this back in here so that it doesn't get lost, and then I can get it with its patterns today. That's my hanging out thing today. I'm going to get everything kitted up. Okay. So I have been having a good time. I got a big box this week. I've been having a good time playing with my um, Happy Planner this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on the Happy Planner website and I found a bigger book.
Oh,
So
wow.
my book this year is this size.
Mm-hmm.
So this one that I have is, I think it's called the Biggie. But I like what it says. It says, and suddenly you know it's time to start something new and trust the magic of beginnings.
Oh,
How is that not just perfect for cross stitchers?
yes.
So, and they're, like they're happy things. I haven't even taken the binder off yet, but I
Mm-hmm.
would be really excited for this. So,
Yeah, that'll be fun.
and with it, I bought myself a colored paper pack that I
Ooh.
can stick in, and it says notes, be productive, brain dump, and all the things, depending on your color. And then I also got just this is an extender pack to give me a few extra tabs and things. And I think I'm really going to like this. This is going to be my fast one this year. It's check it off.
Oh, nice.
So it's just a smaller page. And then there are some that have, can you see that?
Yeah.
Has like graph paper.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can work with that a little bit too.
Yeah.
So that's my fun plan.
Nice.
And because I have it early, I can spend a little time getting it all set up and ready to work with.
Yeah, that'll be good, especially as you're going through all of your whips and everything. You can start making lists of things you want to work on and stuff.
Yes. And I can stick those in and keep them, and what I love about a happy planner, okay, if you guys are not familiar with a happy planner, the best thing about these is that all of these pages are removable.
Mm-hmm.
And you can move them around and do what you want. And they're easily removable. You're not tearing anything up. You just pop them right back in. So I love that because I like some things. I like to carry some lists.
Right.
So, but I bought all of that stuff for less than the price of the original price of the book.
Oh, wow.
It was a good deal.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's enough. How about whips?
All right. Well, I worked on a lot of the same things this week.
How we do it, right?
Yes. Having a baby is starting to make me a monogamous stitcher, is what I'm learning.
I was going to ask that. Do you feel like so that you'll see more progress that you stay on one, or?
I think it's because I put the projects next to the couch after we get done filming, and they're the ones within easy reach, and so I just keep working on them. But I worked on Cozy Feet from Mill Hill again.
I love that. Is it Sherry who said she finished that one recently?
I know that we had
somebody commented and said that
they had finished it. It was the person who won My Cone Runneth Over last week.
I think that's Sherry. It might be. I would have to look.
Yeah. So anyway, here's where I got to. I finished the bottom of the socks. So
awesome.
My mom came last night and held James for a little bit, so I got a little more stitching time than usual. So yeah, I finished the bottom of the socks and started in on the top of this one. So.
Oh, thank goodness Mom was there to do that tough job.
I know. Well, it was nice to have two free hands for a small period of time.
Katie has been saying that when she's doing like work stuff while she's watching him, she has been very creative with what she can do with one hand.
Yes. Yes. Well, and there's been a lot of one reason for the abundance of Mill Hills and perforated paper projects is James will lay right here, and sometimes when you set him down, he starts to fuss, but he's content if he's right here. So I can reach around and I can get into those holes a little bit easier than on a smaller even weaver linen. And then I didn't get a chance to work on my Hot Ground Hollow on Thursday, but I did work on it for a few minutes last night because I was like, oh, I should put in a couple stitches on Hot Ground Hollow so I can show that too. So I'm working on Christmas at Hot Ground Hollow, and I'm working on this block.
I just think that's such a pretty one.
Yes, I really like it. And I was able to put in some white stitches on this window here.
Awesome.
Here. So not a lot of progress on that, but I did put in a few stitches. So that is what I worked on this week.
And any progress is good progress, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But at this rate, I might have that Hot Ground Hollow done by the time James graduates high school.
I remember those days, yes. So I had a beanbag, a baby beanbag, and I could lay that in my lap and put the baby in there, and they could look at me and they liked that and they were okay with that because they were still all snuggled in close and I was still holding. Okay, so we are up to, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so.
I always feel like I roll through this stuff because, guys, I am the keeper of the book, and since Keisha's not here to see it,
I'm just along for the ride.
So what are your plans this week?
Well, I'll probably work on the same things I worked on this week, if I'm being honest with you. But we're almost to October, and our friend Athena does the 13 starts of October. That seems a little too ambitious for me at this time. But I think what I've decided is starting October 1st, and I still need to pull pieces for this, that I am going to try my very best to work 13 hours on just Halloween pieces during the month of October, which,
fun.
Yeah, I mean, I really only get a couple hours of stitching a week if I'm lucky, so that will be a challenge to get in 13 hours of Halloween stitching, but that's what I'm going to try to do.
So it'll be kind of a fun stretch.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to look this up. I know that one of them is hashtag 13 starts of Halloween, but I also think that she is doing, and maybe just for you, let me see if it's up already. I don't know if Athena has tagged things yet. Oh, not yet. The other one that she was saying on Stitching with Friends is that she will do the 13 stitches of Halloween.
That's very nice. Thank you for accommodating me.
So, you can make all of these things fit in. Mine are not all going to be new starts, and I haven't settled yet. I bought this great bag from Judy, and it is stuffed full, and that's not even all of my stuff. I'm going to try and finish Evil Queen that we started in May.
Oh, yes.
So maybe we can coordinate a little bit.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll have to pull that one out.
I'll send you a picture later of my book with its stickies like I did last time. But one that I pulled out that I know I want to do is it's Thriller from Sampler Cove.
Ooh, that's fun.
And it says, moonlight casts an eerie glow in shadows, terror hides. Searching for the haunted souls on wicked wings she rides. So I'll put this closer and then just move. This is a gorgeous sampler.
That is so cool. I love that.
And I found it again when I was doing all of my sampler stuff, because I had things grouped together, which I'm going to tell you, I kind of went off the rails on Sampler September. It just didn't work. And I have samplers I want to do.
I did one Bargello band on a sampler. So.
This is all I have started. So first of all, my fabric is 40 count ink spot. And I'm using that, but one of the great colors I'm using, Can you see that against it?
Oh, yeah.
This works grapefruit, avocado, um, barn gray. If I can get these all together, we'll just make it work. I have Weeks Mulberry, Gentle Arts Raven, and Gentle Arts Soot. And those are the colors that I've chosen to use for this sampler, which are, it's definitely not what she called for, but I wanted it to have a little more of a Halloweenish feel.
Yeah, that's going to be so cool.
So, and they're already in bags, so you're not going to see them real well, but I really like working on it. It'll be easier with my hoop.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the hoop because with my arthritis, I have just like not worked on a lot of things.
Right. Well, hopefully that works out well for you.
Yeah. You know, I love when I come to things in my stash and I'm like, I'm just going to try this again. Because I even think those hoops were in the giveaway pile.
Oh.
So that's one that I'm definitely choosing. And I've already, you know, I got that happy planner. So yes, I've already been kind of planning and thinking, and I started going through my stash. I looked at this again. Do you have this?
No, that's something that I need to get.
So I looked at this, and, you know, I've been trying to figure out which one I would start with and what I would do, and, you know, how much I like them all. So I looked at this, and this is sampler number 1. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, very fun.
I like that. Start each day with a grateful heart. And I have decided this is my New Year, new start.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, what a great way to start the year. And I have all this time, and I'm going to get it kitted up. And I kind of looked through, and, you know, if it worked out, I could do, there are 20 in here. I could do one a month, and it would be, you know, it would take me a year and 8 months to get through them. One of the cool things that I really like that they did is they listed all of the DMCs in here.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's what you need for every piece in this book.
Wow.
And, you know, that looks like a ton, but for each sampler, like for this one, the very first one, that one actually uses 13 different colors, but most of them are not using that many. They're using like 8 to 10.
Right.
So it's not a lot to have to get to do any one of them.
Well, that's good to know.
But New Year, new start. And Katie got me that book for Mother's Day, and I've been really wanting to start something out of it, and something else is always there. So,
well, I think sounds like a great idea.
Now it'll be a plan. So I kind of start thinking about that because I have so much stash, and I need to narrow it down and figure out what I'm going to do.
Right.
So I don't know. It could be that if I start that one on January 1st and I manage to get done, maybe I could use this as my projects to start on the 21st of every month.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't even know what I'm doing next month, so.
I'll come up with something.
Right.
We did Be Ye Thankful last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we would probably have success in that this year.
No, probably not.
I think what you should pull out next month is your December calendar.
Oh, that's a good idea. So I can get some work on that.
Yeah, like, so I say next month, so November.
Yes.
Because we know we're going to be crazy and do Halloween-y things in October. So, okay, I could ramble a bunch more, but how are we doing? We're at like 35 minutes of filming. We're doing really
Yeah.
good. So, I think the only thing I was going to say about it is that because I've been doing all of this crazy stash diving, and the reason I started doing this is that Jen Quirks and Stitches has decided she's turning 40 in a year and a half.
Mhm.
And she went through and looked at all of her whips, and I think she has like 96. She's going to try to get under 40 by her 40th birthday.
Oh, wow.
It was an amazing video to watch.
Mhm.
And it was, I mean, it was really fun to watch her go through, and she talks about all of her pieces and why she's doing them and, you know, what she has done. And she made a list of things that she figured she could finish within that time reasonably. So she's doing like a first group of them that she can really get finished. But it
Mhm.
started me thinking about all my whips, so I've been like gathering them and gathering them. I keep looking this way because, as Keisha knows, they're right over there.
Yeah.
2 big tubs of them. I still haven't found them all. And on our group, Watch Is Stitchin', I posted and said, "Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm looking in the overflow area. I took pictures of all my whips and I have 33 already. How many am I going to find?" And people have been guessing how many whips I am going to have by the time I am finished. So, you guys, since we're not doing another giveaway this week, I want you to comment and let me know how many whips you think I'll have. And then if you're brave enough, go count yours and tell me how many whips you have.
Mhm. I'm neither brave nor a good guesser.
And on the giveaway, Sherry Eccles, I definitely have your address, so you don't have to email me. I'm going to get all your things together in one package. You're going to get like a big stash package, I think.
That's awesome.
Daisy T, I am not sure that I have your address. So if you would message me, you can DM me on Instagram. I am at the Pattern Queen 3. Everything is in our drop down below. Um, I think if you PM me on Facebook or you DM me on Instagram, I see it more easily than I do in my email. So please try those. And if you do end up emailing me, you might tag me somewhere and say, "Hey, I messaged you." Even though I've had people say in our comments, "Hey, I sent you an email." And thank you guys for that because that helps me a lot. I screenshot them and keep track of them that way. So, anyway, I'm sure Keisha needs to get back to James.
I mean, he's just, I haven't seen him for an hour and 10 minutes now.
He's hanging out with Nani, right?
Yes, and what a wonderful life she's having right now.
Okay, so I guess there's nothing left to say other than thank you for commenting and subscribing.
Right. Thank you for all of the nice comments last week.
Yes.
I actually got to read through them and comment back this time. So
Awesome. I have been bad. I have not commented back this week.
it was only because James's Nani was here yesterday.
Okay, so we'll say goodbye for this week and then we'll see you guys soon.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.